Loop. Nested loop means writing one loop inside another loop is known as nested loop. Okay, when you insert one loop inside another loop, two loop executes, and that is known as nested loop. And you can consider the two loops. That means the one as the outer loop and the other one as the inner loop. Outer loop is a loop which can be seen in the outer portion, and inner loop will be present inside the outer loop. So this can be considered as a nested loop, and usually from nested loop you will get a question from for loop only. Okay, they will ask you only for loops. So you can study how to find or how to use nested loop to do the pattern. So usually pattern based questions will come, and when some pattern based questions are coming, what you have to remember is that there should be an outer loop to represent the number of lines. Outer loop represents the number of lines. Inner loop represents the number of characters in each line. Okay, inner loop represents the number of characters in each line. Then inside the inner loop, we will use system.out.print, and we will print the corresponding character. And after closing the inner loop, you have to use system.out.println and C brackets. This is why, because to move from one row into another row, we have to bring the cursor to the next line. To bring the cursor to the next line, we are using which statement? System.out.println. So these are the tips to write a pattern based question. There should be an outer loop. Usually we use I for the outer loop. It represents the number of lines. Okay, it represents the number of lines. Then inner loop, usually we use J for representing the inner loop. It represents the number of characters in each line. Number of characters in each line. Then inside the inner loop, we will use system.out.print and the corresponding character. Then after closing the inner loop, we will use system.out.println and C brackets. Why? Because we have to bring the cursor to the next line after each row. For that, we are using this, and we will close the outer loop. This is a tip for writing a pattern based program, and usually we use two for loops. Generally for all patterns, we use for loops only. One exception is there, that is if you are using strings and all. Strings you might have studied. If you use strings also, instead of this pattern, some letters will be coming. For example, I, IC, ICS, ICSE. That means ICSE is a string, and you are taking out character by character and you are printing it in the next line. So if strings are coming as a pattern, instead of using two for loops, sometimes we can use one for loop itself. Okay, we can use one for loop itself. If you are using one for loop, we will use substring function, and if you use two for loops, we will use char at function. That is the case of string. Now let us see the other patterns. Okay, so suppose this is a question. This is a question. How many lines are here? 1, 2, 3, 4 lines are there. Okay, 4 lines are there. And I denotes the total number of lines. So I requires how many lines? 4 lines are there. This is the first line, this is the second line, this is the third line, and this is the fourth line. And J represents the number of characters in each line. So let us use two variables, declare two variables. Int I comma J semicolon is enough, but I forgot to write J here, so I wrote it separately like this. Int I comma J semicolon. Two variables, one for the outer loop and the other one for the inner loop. Always you can use like this. Now we are writing the outer loop. Outer loop, I told you there are how many lines we have to include? 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for I is equal to 1, that means we start from the first line. I less than or equal to 4. We have to go on till the fourth line. Each line gets incremented by 1. And then we are opening the outer loop. Inside the outer loop, we have to write inner loop. Inner loop denotes the number of characters in each line. In the first line, how many characters? 1 character. Second line, 1, 2. Third line, 1, 2, 3. Fourth line, 1, 2, 3, 4. And these lines are I only. So in the ith line, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to I. Okay. So J equal to 1, J less than or equal to I, J plus plus. I represents the line number. Okay. So in the first line, only 1 character. Second line, 1, 2. Third line, 1, 2, 3. Fourth line, 1, 2, 3, 4. And fifth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the ith line is I. If the line is I, how we will write 1, 2, 3, etc. up to I. That is why we are using J equal to 1, J less than or equal to I, line number J plus plus. and inside the inner loop we have to print the character that is to be needed. System.out.print, which is the character you want to print, star and single quotes, it's a single character. Next to that star we need a space in between, so we are adding a space. Here you are using print. Why? Because these characters, no, this printing takes place in a particular line only. This is inner loop. Inner loop means one statement executes in one line. So in one line you want to print characters close to each other. That is why we are using print. And once the inner loop is over, that means suppose we are here. Here means after printing three characters, automatically this loop gets over. So we have to come down. So after closing the inner loop, we are using system.out.println C brackets. This is for bringing the cursor to the next line. Okay. And close the outer loop. Just I'll show this dry run. I'll show a dry run for this. Let us see. What is in the first value of I? I is equal to 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 4? Yes. We are coming down. What is the value of j? J is equal to 1. Now you have to remember when I becomes 1, j, no, this inner loop takes place from 1 till I. This one keeps on continuing. Okay, so j is equal to 1. Is 1 less than or equal to I? I is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 1? Yes. Coming down, we will print a star and a space. So we are printing a star and a space. Cursor waits here. Okay, then from here we are going back to this one, inner loop. We are going back, j plus plus. What is the next value of j? Next value of j is 2. Is 2 less than or equal to I? What is I? 1. Is 2 less than or equal to 1? No. No. So from here we are coming out. We will come here. And what is written here? System.out.println C brackets. That means from here cursor goes to the next line. Okay, cursor goes to the next line, and we are closing the outer loop. So from here we have to go back to the outer loop. Now I plus plus. What is I plus plus? 1 becomes 2. We are coming. Is 2 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Coming down. And when you come down, you have to remember the inner loop again starts from the beginning. Inner loop again starts from the beginning. What is the value of inner loop j? J equal to 1. 1. Is 1 less than or equal to I? What is I now? 2. Is 1 less than or equal to 2? Yes. Coming down, star will be printed, space will be there, cursor waits there. From here we are going back to the inner loop, j plus plus. What is j plus plus? 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 2? Yes. Coming down, again printing star and space, wait there. Then from here we are going back to this one, j plus plus. What is j plus plus? 3. 3 less than or equal to 2. Is 3 less than or equal to 2? No. So we are coming out here. And when you come out, system.out.println C brackets. That means from here cursor goes to the next line. Dot will not be seen. Dot I am just putting it to show that the cursor waits there. Okay, dot will not be printed. Now coming here, again we will go back. I plus plus. I'll tell it fastly. I plus plus means I is equal to 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Coming down. J again starts from 1. J equal to 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 3? Yes. Coming down, we will print star space. So star and space, cursor waits there. Going back, j plus plus. J plus plus means j becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 3? Yes. Coming down, again star will be printed and a space. Then again going back, j plus plus means j becomes 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 3? Yes. Again coming down, printing star space. Again going back, j plus plus. J plus plus means j becomes 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 3? No. So we are coming out. Coming out, we'll come here. So println means from here cursor goes to the next line. Then from here we are going to the outer loop. I plus plus. I plus plus is 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Coming down. Again inner loop starts from 1 onwards. J equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Coming down. So star will be printed. Space will be there. Going back, j plus plus, j becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Again star space will be printed. Again going back, j becomes 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 4? Yes. So for the third time also star will be printed, space. Going back, j plus plus means 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Again star will be printed for the fourth line. Again going back, j plus plus means j becomes 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 4? No. So we are coming out. When you come out, you will come here. Println means we are going down. Again we are going back. I plus plus. I becomes 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 4? No. So we are coming out of the outer loop. So here look. First line 1 star. Second line 2 star. Third line 3 star. Fourth line 4 star. Same pattern, no? So this is how you can do this. Okay. Is it okay? Now I'll show one more example. just like this one. Okay, another example. Simply I have given one more example. Just look. Can you see this? Okay. 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, you can look here. I'll just explain this fastly. When you look this also, you can understand. Here also, how many line numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. So, line numbers, just you consider the line numbers in the reverse order. Don't think that always you can consider pattern from first line, second line, third line like that. Depending upon the question, you use your sense and you can reverse the line numbers. So, instead of starting from first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can also consider this as fifth line, fourth line, third line, second line, first line. So in this case, we can use like that. We are using the line numbers as fifth line, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And number of characters also. Number of characters also, instead of counting from first character, second character, third character like that, we can count the number of characters in the reverse order. So here we will do the reverse order. Fifth character, fourth character, third character like that. Because the numbers are like that. No, 5, 4, 3 like that. So let us take the reverse option. And always when you use reverse option, when you start with a bigger number, one thing you have to remember is that the condition should be greater than. And updation should be minus minus. If you are starting from bigger number, and if you're coming down, you have to use greater than symbol for checking, and I minus minus will be used. Now let's see. I and J as usual, outer loop and inner loop. Look here, I denotes the number of lines. Here we are starting from fifth line on, fifth, fourth, third, second and first. So I equal to 5, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. Inside that we are starting the inner loop. Inner loop denotes the number of characters in each line. Fifth character here, fifth, fourth. 5, 4, 3 here, fifth character, fourth character, third character, second character, fifth character, fourth character, third character, second character, first character. So the number of characters begins from 5. So J is equal to 5. Now this one should go on up to which number? Here line number is denoted by which variable? Line number is denoted by the variable I. So in the first line I is equal to 5. In the second line I is equal to 4. In the third line I is equal to 3. This is I is equal to 2. Line number is 2. Here the line number is 1. So line is denoted by I. Okay. So we are starting the number of characters. Number of characters starts from 5. In the first line only 5 is there. In second line 5 and 4. Okay, in the third line 5, 4, 3 characters. So what you can do is you can start from 5. J greater than or equal to I only, because here which is a line number 5. So up to I. Here which is a line number 4. This is line number 4. So J equal to 5. J greater than or equal to I means J greater than or equal to 4. Here J greater than or equal to I means J greater than or equal to 3. Here J greater than or equal to 2. Here J greater than or equal to 1. That is why we have written J greater than or equal to I. And I told you this one will come down. So J minus minus is used. Now each time we are printing what? We are printing what? The number here instead of star and all. We don't want to print a character. If a character is given, instead of these numbers, if star is given directly, you can put a star here. But see here some numbers are there. So always when numbers are given in a pattern, some tip for you is that either that will be the value of I, or that will be the value of J, or that will be the squares of this one, or cubes, or some formulas related to I and J. Okay. Always you consider I as outer loop and J as inner loop variable. And when numbers are printed as patterns, just you check whether that is a value for I, that is line number, or is it the value for J, that is the character number, or sometimes the squares or cubes or some other relation between I and J. So just look here. Here you can see the line number is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the number of characters are fifth character, fourth character, third character, fifth, fourth, third, second, fifth, fourth, third, second, 1. So here we are printing the character number only as the original data. And the number of characters are denoted by which variable? J. That is why we are printing the value of J. Okay. And this one is just like the previous one. No change here. Outer loop denotes the number of lines. Inner loop denotes the number of characters. Here this denotes the value to be printed. If it is J means the value of J will be printed. And this one to bring the cursor to the next line. Okay. So just remember like this. In some patterns we have to take the line numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In some patterns we have to take it from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here if you are taking from the bigger number greater than or equal to 1, minus minus should be used. J denotes the number of characters. Here also instead of starting the number of characters as first character, second character like that, we are counting from fifth character, fourth character like that. And this number of characters goes on up to the line number. That is why it is like this. And we are printing the character. Okay. Thank you.